ഉറച്ച ഒരു തീരുമാനമെടുക്കാനും അതിൽ ഉറച്ചു നിൽക്കാനും ആ തീരുമാനത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പിന്നോട്ടില്ല എന്ന് പ്രഖ്യാപിക്കാനും കഴിയുന്ന ഒരു നേതാവ് അങ്ങനെയായി മാറിയിരിക്കുകയാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ദേശീയ രാഷ്ട്രീയത്തിൽ കപിൽ സിബൽ. അദ്ദേഹമാണ് കോൺഗ്രസ് വിട്ട് സമാജ്വാദി പാർട്ടി ടിക്കറ്റിൽ രാജ്യസഭയിലേക്ക് നാമനിർദ്ദേശ പത്രിക നൽകി ഒരു ദിവസത്തിന് ശേഷം ചിന്തിച്ചുറപ്പിച്ച ചില കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മുടെ പ്രേക്ഷകരോട് പറയാൻ പോകുന്നത്. വെൽക്കം ശ്രീ കപിൽ സിബൽ to 24.
Thank you.
So you have taken the decision after thinking about it for a long time.
I hope so. Why do you think that I take decisions without thinking? Of course, we think about these decisions and then take them.
So regarding the decision you have made, and you have already submitted your nomination papers with the support of Samajwadi Party. Always thinking like you will be joining some other party and you will be going to join Samajwadi Party or something else, and you haven't. Why so?
I made a public statement to that effect, that I don't and I will never. I said over my dead body I'll join the BJP, and I'll never join any other political party. And that's exactly what's happened, and I've kept my word, and it was very kind of Akhilesh Yadav and the leaders of the Samajwadi Party, including Sibal and Azam Khan Sahab and others, Ram Gopal Yadav ji, to give me this opportunity to be an independent candidate, and supported me to be an independent voice in Parliament.
As far as you are concerned, you always raise your voice. You never think about the consequences, or you never think about what will happen after you saying it openly. So you have been always setting things straight. And being a prominent lawyer in Supreme Court, your voice was not heard by the Congress party. Why so?
No, that's not true at all. My voice is heard. The Congress party may not agree with it, and that's their choice. But I've always said what I believe in, true to my conscience. I've never minced my words. That's what I've been doing all my life, both in court and outside court. What you see is what you get.
And you have made it very clear that there should be a change. And during the Udaipur Chintan Shiva, I was there. I was very much present there all the 3 days. And not much discussion was happening in that direction. What's happening to Congress? They are not thinking about the losses, and they are not making the right choices.
First of all, if I were in the Congress, I would have answered that question. But I'm not in the Congress anymore. So I'm nobody to comment upon the functioning of another party, especially a national party, which has a historic background. I'm not here to comment on the goings-on in that party, either in the Chintan Shiva or anywhere else.
After the Chintan Shiva only, you submitted your papers to Congress President Sonia Gandhi, if I am right. You must have had a conversation with her during that resignation submission, right?
After that, yes. After I submitted my resignation, I did have a conversation with her, yes.
What was her reaction? Did she try to withdraw you from that move?
It is between me and her, and I don't think that a privileged communication should be made public. We had a very wonderful conversation, and I'm grateful to her for the graciousness with which she received me, and the graciousness with which we parted.
And as far as you and Sonia Gandhi are concerned, you both have a close association, and Ahmad Patel also very close to you, if I am not wrong. But with Rahul Gandhi, something was missing, or a lack of communication was there, right?
No. I don't think that we should talk about the past. I have no complaints against anybody. I've had a wonderful innings with the Congress party. I cherish those innings. They have given me a lot, and I hope I have given them back a lot. So I don't think that we should talk about that and resurrect the past. I cherish those long years of my association, more than 30 years. I'll always remember them, but I need to move on and do something different, which is what I decided to do.
During my childhood, I have observed your close association with Congress. That's from 1991. And now it's 31 years over, and you are making a decision at this stage. It will be difficult for any other person other than you to arrive at such a decision and to be an independent voice in Parliament too. So what's your expectation? You are going to stand as an independent, and you will be getting support from your close allies. You have friends in all the parties, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I am now an independent candidate, so there's no question of my standing. I am an independent candidate supported by the Samajwadi Party. I will raise my independent concerns, national concerns on the floor of the House, because I think that If you're a member of a political party, you can't do that because you are tied to the court strings of that party. You are cribbed, cabined, and confined. And I didn't want to be cribbed, cabined, and confined, just as a lawyer in court is not cribbed, cabined, and confined. It's only limited to the brief that he has. Now, the entire nation is my brief, and I can talk about the concerns of my people in India, and without the constraints of being a member of a political party. That's a great opportunity which very few members of parliament ever get in their lifetime.
So you were in Rajya Sabha and later on you were elected to Lok Sabha from Chandni Chowk. So you have enjoyed both the sabhas. So you have a clear stand on what to say and what not to say. But you were in a party and you were bound by the rules of that party. And you are going to become an independent candidate with the support of Samajwadi Party. So will your stance be louder than earlier?
Oh, absolutely, without any doubt. They'll be independent. I hope I am able to articulate the concerns of the people. I will make my position without fear or favor, and I will stand by what I've always believed in. I want my country to be united. I want my country not to be divisive. I want my country to be inclusive. I want my polity to be inclusive. I don't want any targeting of people. I don't want any discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, religion, and race. I cherish the values of the Constitution, and I will fight for them.
Okay, so you will be fighting against the BJP as well. So there will be gonna be a friend against BJP and the NDA government in 2024 with a view to fight for 2024 elections. What will be the stand of that friend? Will Congress be on the forefront of that friend?
No idea. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I certainly, as an individual, to the extent I can, along with like-minded people across the political spectrum, I hope to take them on board. And I hope that we are able to forge a front. What would be the contours of that front? What would be the programs of that front, if at all there is a front, are matters that we will be looking at.
So my question is very clear. Will Congress be a part of that front which you are going to be in?
All political parties. I hope that means that the Congress is also a political party which is a national flavor and has a national footprint. Surely you can't exclude, or you think Congress is not a political party. When I say all political parties, I mean all political parties.
So Congress is in, plus Kapil Sibal is in that front. So your ideologies are a little bit different now because you want to oppose the BJP or the NTA to some more extent, right?
No. My ideology is this. All opposition parties have really a common ideology, right? We all want an inclusive India, and that's been articulated by all political parties who are in the opposition. We are all opposed to the BJP. My opposition to the BJP is not a secret, and I will continue to oppose the policies of this government because I think these policies are divisive. They are not good for the future of the country. And across the board and in all fields, their foreign policy, their domestic policies, their IT policies, their policies in telecom, in education, in social engineering, in keeping institutions in our country independent, their misuse of the ED, their misuse of income tax, their misuse of CBI. These are all concerns that I think are matters of anguish, which we, I hope, along with other political parties, will raise in the House.
Okay, so raising those things against the BJP, you have to get a support, and Samajwadi Party is also there. And regarding Trinamool Congress and other parties, and particularly Aam Aadmi Party, they are gaining momentum against Congress as well. As you know, in Punjab they have taken power as well. In 2 states they are ruling. Congress is also ruling in 2 states. Will Aam Aadmi Party be a front runner in that race?
I said all political parties. I hope you understand that it means all political parties.
So what's your take on Aam Aadmi Party? They are gaining momentum?
I have no take on any political party at the moment. I have no comments to make. We will see how we can unite everybody together on one platform. That's a matter of time, and only the future will tell.
And one more question, as a political leader, you have so many fans, and after you making this decision and quitting Congress, that fan base has increased. Are you aware of that?
I really don't know. Maybe.
So you have so many friends in Kerala politics as well.
Yes, I do. I have very, very strong bonds with Kerala. Uh, Many prominent leaders of the Congress as well as institutions in Kerala are close to me. I hope to take that uh, relationship forward.
And as far as the organizing secretary of AICC, Mr. K.C. Venugopal is concerned, he hasn't said anything against you after hearing your news of submitting your papers.
Why should anybody say anything against me? You know, at heart, I have always been a congressman. I believe in that ideology. And that's exactly what I have said publicly. So why should anybody be against me? I'm not against anybody.
That Indian National Congress is still within you, I think so.
The ideology of the Congress is within me, yes.
Ideology means what all elements are in Kapil Sibal after quitting the party.
The ideology, what the Congress party stood for over the years since independence, I'm wedded to that ideology.
So you have left Congress, but you are not joining any political party. Means you will continue with that ideology in mind, and you will be fighting as an independent candidate in Rajya
The
Sabha.
ideology of an inclusive India is common to all political parties in opposition. So I think we'll be together on that.
But Congress has deviated from that past tenure of ideological inclusiveness and all, and they are just like acting like just like BJP in Chhattisgarh at least, because during the Chintan Shivir, Chhattisgarh CM was saying like we should fight BJP by wearing the same shoes of BJP.
Well, it's for the Congress to decide what they should do. It's not for me to comment.
So, what is your take on how to fight against BJP? What is the best alternative for BJP at this time?
I'll make an effort to get onto all political parties in opposition to be on a political platform. I can't tell you what is my take, what is not my take.
Okay, any strategy which you want to reveal at this
I
moment?
haven't even reached the house and you're talking about strategies.
Okay, and you are appearing from UP again. Is there any plans for UP, like you are going to re-elected from UP? It's a sure seat, I guess.
Well, I don't know. We filed my nomination. We'll see what happens.
Okay, sir, regarding your career as an advocate, a leading advocate, and you are continuing that too, Congress is missing that front too, right?
No, I'll help the Congress if they want me. I have no problems with that.
Will you appear for Congress leaders and all?
Why not? Whoever client approaches me, I'll appear.
So-
Other than if there's a conflict of interests, then of course I will not appear. But otherwise I will. I'll help everybody who comes to me, and I do.
And you are, regardless of parties, when you appear as an advocate in Supreme Court or in any other courts in Delhi, you take the client as it is. You don't look for their party color or...
No. I have never brought party politics into the courtroom. That's been that's the way I've practiced law, and that's the way I'll continue to practice it.
Because during those testing times, you were the biggest asset of Congress to appear in courts and all. That's why I asked.
No, I have appeared for all political parties. Why just the Congress? I have appeared for Shiv Sena, I have appeared for NCP, I have appeared for DMK, I have appeared in the past for Anna DMK, I have appeared for the Tamil Nadu, for TMC. Which party have I not appeared?
I haven't seen you as an advocate for BJP.
No, if the BJP, naturally, if I'm in the Congress party and there's a conflict of interest, I will not appear for them.
Now you are not part of Congress, so if some BJP leaders appear...
If it's a conflict of ideology, I still won't.
Yeah. So ideology also matters as an advocate.
Of course it does.
Okay. Sir, one more question. Like we have spoken about your exit and all. And after the exit, how did you feel? After May 16, what was your take? Like you didn't make any public comments and you were keeping silence till yesterday.
No, I was keeping silent because there was nothing to talk about. That's why I was keeping silent. Now that I have filed my papers, I had to tell the people of this country that I had resigned. Otherwise, how do I justify being a congressman and filing my papers as an independent? So I had to justify, and therefore I revealed to the public that I had already resigned on the 16th of May before I filed my papers.
Was there any conversation after May 16 from any of the top brass in Congress to withdraw?
Whatever my conversations are private conversations.
But there were.
I will not reveal anything. Whether they were there or they were not there is not something that I'm prepared to talk about in public.
Okay, I respect that, sir. Sir, regarding G23, you have been the voice and you were the prime figure in G23. What will happen to G23? Will it cease to exist?
I am not in G23 anymore, so why don't you ask them?
Yeah, but you were the pillar of that G23.
You ask them. I am not in G23 anymore. Why are you asking me this question?
So before 16th, you got a feeling that G23 will cease to exist.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am not part of G23. How many times will you ask me that question?
Yeah, you were. That's why I asked.
Was. Therefore, I am not no longer. So you ask the G23. Why are you asking me?
Okay, after you exit, did the leaders from G23 made a call?
These are private conversations. I am not prepared to talk about them.
Okay, I know I am talking to a senior advocate in Supreme Court, very much well versed in how to talk and what not to talk. So I respect that, sir. Sir, regarding your future plans, what's your plans for a better India?
I already told you that I'll be an independent voice in Parliament. I've already said that. And I'll try to bring the opposition together. What more can I say?
Okay, sir, I respect that and all the best.
Thank you.
കപിൽ സിബലാണ് തന്റെ രാഷ്ട്രീയ നിലപാട് തുടർന്നുള്ള നീക്കങ്ങൾ. കോൺഗ്രസിനെ പഴി പറയാൻ ഇപ്പോഴും അദ്ദേഹം തയ്യാറാകുന്നില്ല. അതേസമയം തന്നെ അദ്ദേഹം പറയുന്ന കാര്യം ഒരു സ്വതന്ത്ര ശബ്ദമായി ഇത്രയും നാളും കെട്ടിയിടപ്പെട്ട ശബ്ദമായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ ഇനി അത് അങ്ങനെ ആയിരിക്കില്ല. തുറന്നു പറച്ചിലുകൾ ഇനിയും പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം. പാർലമെന്റിനുള്ളിൽ സമാജ്വാദി പാർട്ടിയുടെ പിന്തുണയോടെ കപിൽ സിബൽ എത്തുമ്പോൾ അതിനായി നമുക്ക് കാത്തിരിക്കാം. കപിൽ സിബലിന്റെ വസതിയിൽ നിന്നും ക്യാമറാമാൻ രാജ് സിംഗ് ഭാട്ടിക്കൊപ്പം സുജയ പാർവതി, 24.
ലോകത്തെവിടെയായാലും ഏത് സമയത്തും 24 വാർത്തകളും ഓഗ്മെന്റഡ് റിയാലിറ്റി പാക്കേജുകളും എക്സ്പ്ലെയിനറുകളും വിശദമായി കാണാൻ ഞങ്ങളുടെ യൂട്യൂബ് ചാനൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാം.